Alright, well this is Aaron Squire coming to you guys with an exciting announcement. I've got my PAX 2016 build of my game. It's actually, I think I'm retitling it to 6 aspects. You know, the title is always in transition when you're building these projects, but I'm pretty excited about it. A lot of the mechanics are based on the old Ogre Battle from the old Super Nintendo days, so that's kind of where I was going with things as a baseline, but I've added a couple of extra little twists to it as well. This is an older image. We've actually upgraded a lot of the graphics right before the convention, and there's a couple of bugs with it, I'm not going to lie, but I think you guys will enjoy it. So if you do enjoy it and you're watching this on YouTube, look in the comments below and you can download your own demo of the game and try it out and let me know what you think of it. I would love to hear what you think about it and what kind of problems you've run into while you're playing it. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my face cam so you guys can get a good full view of everything that's going on while I'm playing through this demo of the game, and I hope you enjoy it. Alright, so we go down here, we're going to start the demo. Okay, from this screen we're able to change our force organization so we can move the characters around. So if I click on any one of these things, it's going to zoom in, and if I click on over here on remove, I can then remove units from the unit in question. I can go up here, I can go ahead and add that same unit in over here. Eventually, this screen is where you're going to do all of your leveling of your characters. This is where you're all of your time is going to be spent here. Like the majority of your gameplay time will be spent here trying to figure out what you're going to do. I'm a big proponent of card games. I'm a big Hex TCG player. I used to play a lot of Magic the Gathering, that sort of thing. So this is probably one of my favorite parts about the original game, was the fact that you just could spend so much time like getting your units set up and doing all that. In the original game they only had about 6 positions. We've got 25 because we've got 5x5 grids, but in the future I could use this engine and build a lot of different things and do some other stuff with it. Right now we aren't able to create new units. We basically just have the 6 units. These are going to map directly to units when we get into the battle, but eventually that functionality of course will be part of the game. It's also not exactly very clear which units go to what right now, but in the future we're going to add on a leader system which will allow you to change the tactics, so you'll be able to attack like the lowest health or maybe the highest health, or just attack their leadership, and then when you kill their leaders they'll have to flee back to their base, that sort of thing. So a lot of the similar things that you've seen in other games like this. I've also had the game compared to a game called was it Advanced Wars, and I haven't personally played that game yet, but I'm going to probably try it out in the future, so just to see what they did with that game. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop into the level. So in order to do that, if you come up here to load level, you click on load level, come down here, mission 1. This is the only map in the game, so basically you either win this or lose this and then the game is over. So we click on mission 1, we're going to go in here, and we get immediately like a little bit of text. This is a huge graphics update from the last time I had built the game. Down in the bottom, of course, we've got him explaining some different things. I'm not going to read through all of the dialogue. I'll give you a chance to read through that when you actually download and play the game yourself. You can also hit spacebar to advance that. And basically what we want to do, we can use our scroll key and we can scroll in and out. And we've got a couple of kobolds out there that are going to cause some havoc for us. If we take over this top left one, that is our objective here. That is the enemy base. So if we take that over, we should win. I believe I left that functionality in. If they take over our base, they win. So hopefully that's going to become clear as we move. So if I click on each unit and then left click again, I can set flags down for a direction on which way I want them to go. So maybe I want some to hold down the center of the field here, and so they can better respond. Maybe move some guys over here. There's only 4 kobolds, and we fixed an issue where they were super strong because they were hitting us all the time and we weren't hitting them recently, so that should help us out. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm calling this basically a real-time turn-based game. Eventually what's going to happen is it'll count down, so you'll have to make all these decisions, and then if you want to, you can advance the game by hitting the go button, or you can let it time out and then it's going to start advancing time. But for now, as it is, you know, as the game is functionally right now, we just hit the go button and we can start time. I think this is going to allow people that want to play tactical games but don't have a lot of micromanagement skills, the ability to play this and enjoy the game for what it is. Alright, so he's talking about the Kobold Menace, of course, etc. So took that over, turns blue. So we're kind of taking our towns back. Eventually the terrain will actually affect your units. We'll also have Fog of War, where it is that the units won't be able to see the other enemy units directly. So you can see the kobolds are just kind of wandering around. Right now, the kobolds are pretty rudimentary. Oh, looks like we had some damage. Here's our combat scene for us. We just added on some cool effects for the wizards, so now we can actually shoot fire at things. The combats work in 3 rounds, where it is that all the enemies attack you and you attack them at the same time. So you can actually kill your opponent as they're killing you during a combat sequence. The animations, of course, aren't exactly that way. They don't work exactly that way. Looks like we're taking these guys out pretty good. You can also see we've added some damage counters down here, so you can kind of see what's going on. And we've got like a combat log for you, so you can see what's going on as well. This background will also change once we start implementing the different terrain types. Trying to see where that combat is happening. Right now, it's not very clear exactly which combat just launched off there. Okay, maybe we can move these guys to intercept now because we see this guy moving. Just kind of have to guess where they're going. Okay, so there's the end of the game. You kind of get a feel for what the combat looks like. We took over their base. We win the game automatically. If you destroy all the enemy units, you can also win the game. I hope you guys really enjoyed this demo. That was pretty much most of what the game is going to look like. Of course, we'll have levels and that sort of thing moving on, but I think the game's looking pretty good for what it is. So thanks for watching. Hope you download the game and try it out and tell me what you think. This is Aaron Squire signing off, saying God bless your families, trying not to race too much out there, and hope I see you at PAX South this year.